Yes, and we are back. Josh, Isaac, we are in the building, guys. Please do subscribe. Sports Jazz, we are in the building. Welcome yet to another episode of Sports Jazz. I have Josh in the building, myself, Isaac, we are in the building. Of course, today we are here. It's more like a tug of war today, Josh. It's going to be a battle because we have. I'm not going to say some of the best players, but we have very good two good players that United is interested into, and yeah, we're going to be looking at them, comparing their strength. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Sorry, I'm having a few issues.
Yeah. You can
Just a
sort that
minute.
out.
Just a minute. Please do subscribe. Turn on the notification, guys. Sorry, I'm fixing this.
Girl, no wonder. Yeah, Man
Josh,
United, Man
sorry, I'm
United
having
is
issues
back.
with internet.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
having
worry,
issues with
don't worry,
internet.
don't worry.
Come on, man.
Get it
Is it
rolling,
in
get
your
it
screen
rolling,
to tap?
man.
Is it
Get it
in your
rolling.
screen to tap my sheet?
Yeah, I mean they're trying to cut costs.
Like that.
So
I
I
don't know
mean,
whether it's in your.
yeah, you never know. They're trying to cut costs. I mean, anything to save it back.
Mm.
Yeah, they gotta save it back. They gotta save it back.
Let me wait and see. Let me wait and see.
Yeah, you're getting
Yeah.
better. You're getting better. You're getting better. Let's get it started.
All right, guys. Please, sorry about that. Guys, we're having a few issues with Josh. Josh, I think let me first sort myself. But real quick,
Okay,
Josh,
let me take it away.
it's Ollie Watkins versus Benjamin Sesko. Of course, we are
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at their
Good battle. Good battle.
competitions based on the available data we have. Who's a better player? I mean, who's a more goal threat? I mean, rather, who's a threat in front of a goal? A lot of things that we are going to be looking at. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. We have officially kicked off Josh and Isaac Sports Jazz. By the way, we have a lot of people in the comment section. I mean, the viewers, very many people, very many people. You watch, you come on, but you don't subscribe. Come on, subscribe.
About
Push it, push it, push it,
85%. I mean,
push it,
not
push it, push it, man,
subscribing. So, yo,
push it,
guys, man,
guys. Please
let's
do
subscribe.
subscribe.
It helps the channel a big deal, a great deal.
Yeah, let's grow together. Please do subscribe again, Josh and Isaac, and of course today, it's a hot battle. It's a hot battle between Ollie Watkins and Benjamin Sesko. Who is a better player? Who do you think would fit into Ruben Amorim's system? Who do you see that is likely to make an impact right away, Josh? But before you come in, Josh, I'll give Ollie Watkins, currently at Aston Villa, had 54 games, all competitions last season, scored 14 goals. Sorry, scored 17 goals and 14 assists. Now we go to Benjamin Sesko, Leipzig last season. Now it looks like this guy scored more goals and even in fewer games compared to Watkins. But Watkins, in terms of creation, assists, and everything, he's also there. I mean, and he has.
We don't need a creator. We need the goals.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
I know, but he has kept it cool, Josh. I mean, he has tried to maintain it in the Premier League. At least he scored 15 goals every season. You know,
Yeah, but
minimum
at
it was
29,
15, 19, then last season 16 goals. That is
at
not so bad
29, at the peak of his powers,
at the
he's
peak of
still,
his part. That's correct.
yeah, at the peak of his powers, he's scoring mediocre numbers, and
Anyway,
the kid is 21 and is almost averaging those numbers. I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. It's actually good from Watkins. I mean,
hmm.
it's uh, it's a toss. It's a toss for me. I mean, any one of them would do a great deal at United, but I would tell you so many things why I would pick one of the other. I mean, at our pursuit for a striker is now expected to go one or two ways. It's either Ollie Watkins or Benjamin Sesko. I mean, we've been linked to several strikers over the months, but I think we've narrowed down to those two, and I'm glad that Nicholas Jackson is not among those two. It was even making me lose sleep that United was ever interested in Nicholas Jackson. It is rumored that Benjamin Sesko is actually interested in the move since the link 2 years ago. Um,
I told you
yeah,
yesterday.
for the player. Yeah. And the head of recruitment at Manchester United, Christian Vivel, is driving United's desire to sign Sesko, but he isn't the only option on the table. There is also Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa. But yeah, maybe I'll tell you one of the things that make it difficult for us to get either one of the players. But when we talk about the quality of the players and the comparison and the stats, I mean, Isaac has just given us some of the numbers there for the two players. But for me, I do believe it will be difficult for Manchester United to get
Mm-hmm.
Ollie Watkins because Aston Villa is not willing to sell. The pro for the deal for Ollie Watkins is that the player would be interested in joining Manchester United. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't want to join Manchester United. And the con for the deal for Ollie Watkins maybe would be that Ollie Watkins is 29 years old, his age, and he has no resale value. And if he ends up being a shot at the club, you may just have to pay his wages for the 3 years that you've given him a contract, or 2 years, or something like that. And it will be
Yeah.
difficult for the length of contract we have to negotiate with him. He might just want 5 years for some bit of security. And I wouldn't want United to be giving Ollie Watkins 5 years at 29 years old,
I
no
don't think
matter
he'll
the
be
goals that
given
he has scored in the league.
5 years. Anyway, I don't
Yes,
know. You never know, but I don't see him having
but
more than 3 seasons maximum. I
But
mean, giving
yeah,
more
but
than
if
15
you're Ollie
goals.
Watkins, and you're negotiating your deal, you have to negotiate better. You have to negotiate to be in a position that you get some sense of
You have to
security.
protect yourself exactly.
Yes, you protect yourself. You get some sense of security on your contract. So you wouldn't want to be signing for 3 years. You'd be wanting to sign for 5 years. And at his age, I don't see how that works out. Maybe the allure to play for a club as big as Manchester United will just get uh, the better of him, and he accepts to sign for 3 years. For Benjamin Sesko, the pro is there's resale value on the player. The player is at the right age. The player has the ability, their physicality. Um, I mean, yeah, he's not scored so many goals, but he has the quality to do it at that level. He's had some bit of experience. The downside is maybe he's not played in the Premier League before. You don't know how he will adapt to the environment. Yeah, and oh yeah, the one of the pros for Ollie Watkins is he's already played in the Premier League, so he might know a thing or two about bullies like William Saliba or Gabriel Magalhaes or Munoz. You know, he might know a thing or
You
two
have to
about
pick up
those
William
players.
Saliba, Josh.
Yeah. They're the bullies. They're the bullies. They're the biggest bullies in the league now.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. We're having a few issues with our stream, but don't worry. Things are going to get better along the way. Yeah, Josh, I think you're right. Goal scoring comparison, Josh. I think Sesko scored, of course, more goals last season in all competitions. That is 21 again. It's 17 for Watkins.
And imagine he had a bad
And
season.
in fewer appearances, as I mentioned earlier. Conversion rate is very good. It's around
No,
23.5%
that's what I
compared
want.
to Watkins 16.6. I mean, that includes, rather, that indicates rather very great clean finishing for Sesko. And
Just
they are
run that again.
staying, they are
Just
bracing.
run, just run
The,
that conversion rate again. You got yeah,
the
your
conversion
internet
rate,
was not clear there. Yeah,
the,
just repeat that start.
the conversion rate just is around 23.5 for Sesko and 16.6 for Ollie Watkins. When it comes to scoring, it shows he's a better finisher in front of the goal, and he has power. He can shoot from outside the box, by the way. Very, very strong power. He can beat players, and I've seen some of the games where he's
Uh,
playing, runs behind defenders, puts them down, takes them right, left, and the next thing you know, he's creating a very, very beautiful goal, passing to the one next to him. So I think also long term, Sesko would be a better project to invest in. I know he doesn't come cheap. That's the only problem. And yes, I do not
Exactly, the
agree
biggest one.
with Ineos spending close to 90 million pounds, even if it's
I
90
know.
million euros for a player. I think we've done such mistakes because there is no way you could tell me he's going to cost more compared to Jokeres Josh. You know, I'm just saying compared to Victor Osimhen.
No,
Yes,
I think it's gonna
they
go.
could,
It's
they
gonna
could
go.
be, they could be a bit older, Josh,
Yeah,
but in terms of putting up numbers, he's nowhere close in
yeah.
those
But
games that I've mentioned. So
I tell you,
that's why
there
I
was
say he's a good.
yeah, there was a
No, go on,
gentleman's
Josh.
like yesterday. I told you there was a gentleman's agreement between the club and the representatives of
Mm,
Benjamin Sesko that if a club came and they showed intent on signing him, they would be willing to they would be willing to cut the price to just 60 million euros, and he would be able to move for 16 million euros, which is a fee which is acceptable. But when there's a bidding war, when Newcastle comes into the fold and Newcastle is making its first offer at 62 million euros or 72 million euros, then it becomes a bit difficult for you to negotiate for a player for 60 million euros. Unless I know the Christian Vivel will
I
influence
understand.
the player, and I hope that the player is influenced enough to say that I want to play for Manchester United.
Josh, please carry on. My
Oh,
internet,
okay.
Tins is saying something in the comment section. Let me first fix my stuff. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yo, Tinsu, hi Josh and bro. Bro, it's called Isaac. How you doing? Man United should tell the striker that is Man United, I think, needs a tall striker that is Sechko. Yeah, for me, I do believe that with the players that we have, I mean, that is Brian Mbumo and Matthias Cunha, we can do a lot better. We can do a lot better with a player like Benjamin Sesko. He's tall. He can score with his left, with his right. He's younger. He's energetic. He's hungry. So I think he'll do us a good deal. I mean, I nothing against Ollie Watkins. I would actually love for Ollie Watkins to come to the club, but I don't like a situation where Ollie Watkins has just come to collect his pension. I mean, he plays when he plays, and maybe because it's a World Cup year that every player is going to try to be at his best going into the World Cup because they want to be included in the squad for their countries. Benjamin Sesko is very fascinated player. Someone United should sign Sesko. Yeah, I think I also want Sesko, but I don't want him at 90 million euros. Watkins is a short-term plan, while Benjamin Sesko is a long-term plan. Sechko proves himself year to year. Every year, Sechko number is going to increase. He has a good quality that is he fast, a dribbler. I agree with you, but even Ollie Watkins, for the time that he has been there at Aston Villa, he's been growing in stature every other day. I mean, he's been growing in stature every other day, and it is a good thing. Like if United got the player, he has had a trajectory in the Premier League of scoring. Um, Increasing the goals that he scores every other season. And just last season in January, Arsenal was bidding 100 million euros for him, 100 million pounds for him. Actually, not bidding. Aston Villa wanted 100 million pounds for him, but Arsenal was ready to pay about 60 or something for his signature. So he good, man. You lovely guys, how you? Everything going? We good, bro. We good, bro. We're here. We're here. We're trying to dissect who the best striker would be for Man United. But I'm comfortable with Brian Mbumo and Matthias Cunha that if we get a level-headed player in front of them who is actually a striker who has some bit of finesse, which Rasmus Højlund does not have, then we are going to have a very good season. That's why I don't see a problem with Benjamin Sesko leading the line. because Benjamin Sesko has the ability to do the things that I think a striker should be doing. And when you have creativity of Cunha, Mbomo, Amad Diallo, and Bruno Fernandes in the team, I think that a guy who is a knack for scoring goals is in good hands, and he will be able to score goals for us. As had news before, Man United offer 40 million euro for Sporting CP defending midfielder Humeland today. Is that real? Nah, that is just no, that's not real. That's not real. But we've always had interest in Hulmond. We had interest in Hulmond 2 seasons ago. Even the season that we bought Ugarte, he was the other option that we were looking at. That if we didn't get Ugarte, we would maybe get Hulmond or Badge. Was he called Sander Badge? Badge, the guy who came from the championship. I think he was at Burnley. Yeah, those are the players we were looking at. So I mean, the interest in Hulmond has been there for quite some time, but I've not nothing concrete as yet this season. And I would be against United signing a player like Hulmond when you have a player like Ugarte and Kobe Mainu in the squad. I'm against United signing a midfielder because we are playing only domestic competitions and we have more than enough midfielders at the club. That's why we even letting Toby Collier go. I mean, he needs to get some real game time, and maybe that will create space for another player. But when you have Fernandez, Kobe Mainu, Ugarte, Casemiro, those are four midfielders, and Sekou Kone on the because the manager chose Sekou Kone to stay. He's not going anywhere on loan. Then you're much interested in not signing a player so we can try out Kobe Mainu and know once and for all whether he can be that player that we give a new contract or something like that, or he will be the player that we sell to another club. I do feel that Kobe Mainu was let down by his management. Um, he did play a lot of games, so maybe you can say that he was not managed well in that period. And carrying a team like Manchester United is always going to weigh heavily on your shoulders. But the thing is, I just do not understand why the representatives of Kobe Mainu chose to ask for the money they chose for at the time that they did. I mean, that coincided with the boy getting so many injuries and not performing and stuff like that, and that can get into your head. And yeah, you can have a difficult season like he did have last time. Josh, how you doing this day? Please tell your name. Yeah, I'm Josh. He's Isaac. Isaac has just gone off, but yeah. Would you tell me your name? Those who sit in the right. He's called Isaac. Isaac. Uncle Baldy. Uncle Baldy. And Uncle Jazz is Uncle Baldy. Hello, I'm back. Give the latest news. Yeah, we got a lot of news, man. We got a lot of news, and I think Aston Villa's PSR could impact the decision to have to sell Ollie Watkins. Because yeah, signing Ollie Watkins would add another Premier League proven forward to one attack now consisting Brian Mbumo and Matis Cunha. I mean, his 16 goals would add to the 35 goals already at the club. He's a cheaper option, and Aston Villa is facing financial problems in regard to the PSR, and I think that that would be good news for United because that whole situation might make United. I mean, might force Aston Villa to sell because they initially said they didn't want to sell. We know that Villa were about to fail PSR for the 3-year assessment period up until the end of 2024-25 because otherwise they wouldn't have agreed a deal to sell their women's team to their owners, which they are going to attempt to justify to the Premier League's fair market value panel by also selling a minority stake to an unnamed US private investment firm. So I mean, they do have some problems there, and those problems could come could be a good thing for Manchester United. And yeah, hello, I'm back. Give the latest news. The latest news is here. It's a lot. Let's just get this out of the way. Agent Wasesco, Maramu Amanyi. Yeah. The boy is coming. The boy is coming, but we don't want to pay that a lot of money. Is Sechko being done deal this week, Sir Josh, as you promised? It's going to be a lot more difficult than that, especially that there's a bidding war between Manchester United. It's not yet there, but there's hope that there might be a bidding war between Manchester United and Newcastle. And Newcastle has a lot of cash. And word coming from Newcastle's Asian tour is Alexander Isak is absent without leave. He has gone missing since he opted out of the Asian tour, and that can only spell bad news for Man United, because then Newcastle might sell the player, and an injection of £100 million might come their way, so they could be able to buy to buy Benjamin Sesko for a lot more money than United is willing to pay. So that's the biggest problem we do have. Yeah, Isaac is sorting out his issue, but it's coming soon. Hey, go and look. Fabrizio Romano said Newcastle has bid 80 mil for Sesko, and go and look. I think it was 72, but nonetheless, it's a lot more than United would be willing to pay. Though I understand, I am made to believe that United does have the money to even pay 90 million euros for Benjamin Sesko. But it's up to the player now. It's in the hands of the player, because I don't think the player would be willing to go to Newcastle when Manchester United forces their hand and pays a fair price. He'll end up at Man United. He won't go to Newcastle. Lord Isaac, the wait is spa, bro. Keep walking behind the scenes, bro. Yeah. He stopped eating Luke Shaw's pizzas and burgers, so he's much more lean and yeah. But guys, I know Sesko would be the ideal player, but for me, I think Sesko is too expensive. Sesko is too expensive. I just don't see how United manages to do that deal for Sesko, especially that Newcastle has come into the fold. The other club, RB Leipzig, would just be willing to get as much money as they can from the deal, whereas United is only willing to pay a fair price for his signature. So that's got to be difficult, man. Josh, I agree with you. Ugarte may improve himself this year, as watch when he played with Summer Series game with West Ham. He was good, but we need the backup defensive midfielder. Yo, hi Isaac, how are you? He's back.
Yeah, I'm back, but man, my internet. Sorry guys. Shout outs to everyone in the comment section. Dre, Captain Tinsu, shout outs to you guys. Um, I think it was Captain saying Newcastle has placed a bid. I haven't have checked. I just checked for Breeze. I'm not so sure, but from what I understand, Newcastle is just prepared to. They are prepared. They are not preparing. They are already prepared, and I think they're just waiting a yes from the player himself for them to send in their first bid. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Again, we do apologize about that earlier, the inconvenience, the connection that was in yours trying to tap into our stream, trying to show us who's boss. But guess what, guys? Uh, seriously, Dre, what up? Liam is injured and out for 2 months now.
Yeah. We dodged that bullet. We dodged that
Captain has
bullet.
a bad tongue. He was criticizing and hammering the guy yesterday. Now check, the guy is injured.
I know.
Anyway, Anyway,
We
guys, please
just,
do subscribe. Everyone who's watching. We have a lot of people that are watching but never subscribe. Now let's get back to business.
I know,
Um,
man. Let's make 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, man.
exactly. Exactly. Sorry. Let's get to business, Josh. Yeah, I saw earlier you were saying the issue about Cisco being, expensive, and you saying we
Yeah.
are not ready, or United is not ready to spend that amount of
No,
money on
we
such a
have the
player.
money, but we may not be willing to pay that kind of money.
Look, I love Sesko. I want Sesko to come in. I want him to come destroy all these teams. I want him to come improve our striking line, but that doesn't mean that we pay wild monies, because we've seen how this has turned around. This has always come back and, snatched us. So it's not a good thing if we are going to pay a lot of money. 80 million euros. I think 60
When you
million pounds
just,
is fair. It's
yeah,
only
60
okay.
million pounds is better. I mean,
60
it's
million
fair.
pounds is
It's a
just
fair
fair.
price. But you
Mm,
see, when you have a bidding war with Newcastle, when Newcastle is speaking of very high, ridiculous figures, then it's
yeah.
going to be difficult for you to negotiate. Then Christian Vivel, you must hope that he convinces the player that the project he sold to him is actually very attractive, and he will have big things at Man United that he won't get at Newcastle. So the boy understands that the deal to go to Man United is much better than ending up at Newcastle.
Well, Dress says United needs Carlos Baleba, the greatest of all time midfielders. You won't have an issue with Josh.
We
Dre,
don't need
you really
him.
won't have an issue with with Josh.
He's
Well, I
cheap,
need him.
plus his wages are cheap. It's just 20K. Actually, less
Well,
than 20K. So
things
giving
to
him
say,
like a
mm,
50K would be good.
things to say, Josh, would you ask Isaac where his cap? By the way, where's my cap? Where's my cap? Someone is asking where my cap is. Where's my cap?
uh,
You know what? Now that you've asked things, so let me put it back on.
you want to
Let's have
put
this
it
straight.
back
Do I
on?
want it to be bold? Come on, guys. Really? I have my cap.
Uncle
It's right here
Boy,
with me.
man.
Please subscribe, turn on notifications. Um, yeah, Captain is asking, do you guys actually want to? I'll be honest, Captain. Personally, I want Sesko to buy. Rather, sorry, to come, because I mean we've seen him only 45 games last season, and he scored 21 goals. In all competitions. Comparing to his competition right now, that also Man United is interested in, is into is Ollie Watkins, who scored 17 goals but had 14 assists. Okay, in all competitions, but out of 54 matches. Now, the other guy scored more goals and even in fewer matches. So you can imagine if you have the quality of players like Mbomo, Cunha, and Fernandez, Diallo behind you, ready to feed you, all those balls, bro. He's going to score goals. He's going to score
I
goals.
know
The only
he'll
problem I
definitely
have
score goals.
is his price tag. That's the only
I
problem
know.
I have with Benjamin Sesko. It's his price tag.
But
But overall, I
United,
think it's a better
United are very
package.
good. United are very good negotiators, as we have seen. Never know that we can bring it down to just 60.
Yeah.
We can bring it down to just 60 million pounds.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. I'm coming to Uganda if at all people who travel home, back home, in be in my shape like my brother. I won't mention the name, but yo, I don't want to take that as a stray bullet. But point noted. Captain says bro had more goals than Dan Watkins at 22. Yeah, it's quite impressive that
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Watkins overall had 21 games out of only just 45 games. But Josh, also it's important to note again that when it comes to consistency, yes, he might have fell a few goals behind, but Watkins has been doing it over the last 3-4 seasons, and he's been
Yeah, but
turning up.
he's
He's
at the
been
peak.
bringing
He's at the
numbers.
peak of his powers. He
That's the only
started to do
problem.
it at 25. The kid is
Yeah,
doing it at 22.
at 22. And by the
So
way,
you expect him
Watkins is
to,
making 30 in December,
exactly,
so
he's
that is
making 30,
even more
and
worrying.
he's still a mediocre. But this kid, you have hope that
Come
I
on, he's
mean, he
not a
can just
mediocre.
be he's a mediocre. He's a mediocre. He's a 15 goal guy. 15, 17, 15, 17.
I think his
That.
best season
So
was
I mean,
last 2023-24, where he scored overall
21.
around 27 goals in all competitions. No, 27 in all
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
competitions.
yeah. But
He had
he's a
19
good
in
guy.
EPL.
He's a good guy. He can get us from here to there. But I just want like Sesko to be there. I mean, let him come cheap. He's younger, he's hungry. I mean, he has players who are very smart behind him, and they're going to get him the ball, and he'll score goals. He's a bully. He's big. He's physical. He can
Well,
adapt quickly.
Captain has a very beautiful question for us, Josh. Where does Joshua Zaxi fit if we sign Sesko? I think Zaxi also knows he's not going to be a starter. There is no way that guy is going to be a starter unless
Yeah,
Mbomo is injured, unless Cunha is injured, unless whoever
or
we sign as a striker is
just
injured.
no, just sheer rotation and
By the way, the
substitutions.
rotation.
Yeah, sheer rotation and substitutions. Because Cunha is a guy you can bring off because he
Mm,
uses a lot, he expends a lot of energy on the pitch.
mm.
And yeah, when you need like something different in a game, Zaxi is a guy who can give you that something different. Zaxi can actually be a guy like Olgana Solskjaer. I mean, Olgana Solskjaer came on to score goals. Zaxi comes on to change the game.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe, everyone. I'm going to keep on reminding you subscribe. Sports Jazz, let's hit
Oh, plus
5,000
in
guys very soon.
January, yeah. Like, sorry.
No, Josh, it's okay. Carry on.
Oh, like Captain says, in January,
Mm.
not just Mbumo and Ahmad. Mbumo, Ahmad, Mazraoui, and Onana are all going for the AFCON in Jan. And now
Yeah.
Zaxi can play that whole month
Oh,
with
by the way,
Cunha.
you can play. Okay, Josh. By the way, that's where squad depth
Yes.
comes in. Who are
Yeah.
we going to replace with all those guys gone?
Zaxi replaces Mbumo. Dalo
Hmm.
replaces Ahmad. Lenny Yoro is already playing for Mazraoui. So you hope that he's fit and he's not injured during that time. If he is, then the
And
Ligt
the keeper, you're
replaces
not talking about the keeper.
the keeper. We're going to buy a keeper. The name is not out yet, but I think we need to have a keeper. And I
I don't know.
saw a rumor today. I saw a
Mm.
rumor today of Nick Pope that Nick Pope Newcastle's deal for Nick Pope's contract in Newcastle is ending next summer, and
I think they
if
want
they
Aaron
do sign,
Ramsdale.
yeah, they want Aaron Ramsdale, and if they do sign Aaron Ramsdale, Nick Pope could be on the cards, and he will be a cheap option. And he's a very good keeper. I like him. So I wouldn't mind him. And
Well,
we don't want to buy a very expensive keeper because we don't want to pay the wages if Onana stays in the team. So
well, we are kind of disadvantaged, of course, Captain. Yes, our team will be weak in January when we lose all those four players because they're all important. They're all part of the piece. Maybe this is when I don't know. I think I was going to say this is when maybe you wish we had more players in terms of
for
depth.
me, I
But
think it's only Ahmad that is going to really change the game so much. But for
mm,
Mbumo, I can play Zaxi. And for Mazraoui, Lenny Yoro is already playing there. And if Lenny Yoro is not playing, then I
mm.
can have the Ligt play there, and the bloke can play at centre back. That is Harry Maguire.
Josh, going back to the Sesko Watkins debate that has sparked a lot of controversy, a lot of opinions on social media since yesterday, Josh. I mean, I was looking at the big chances missed last season, and it looks like Watkins missed significant more big chances than Sesko. I mean, do you think that could indicate the less composure in key moments despite his higher involvement?
I noticed something about Ollie Watkins last season, and I think I don't know if it is about the failed move to Arsenal
Mm.
or
Oh,
something. There
by the
was
way,
something
that
off
guy was rumored to
about
have
him.
in was it in January? I think it
Yeah,
was
in
in
January.
January.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but from after that place, maybe he fell out with the manager or the club or something like that because he was not the same player. I mean, he didn't look like the player he was before. And John
It could
Duran came
it
in.
could
John
be.
Duran started to play. Then Marcus Rashford also came and played ahead of Ollie Watkins, even
I
in a
still don't
very
understand why
important
they left
Champions League
John
game.
Duran, Josh. I don't understand why they had to let him go.
Probably they had to sell
The
at the
money,
time.
maybe 50 million
Yeah.
pounds. That is also good money. But again, they wasted it all on getting Onana from Everton. Is it called Onana? I think
Mm.
it's called Onana.
Amadou Onana.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Amadou Onana has done well for them.
he has done well for them. I
Yeah, he's
told you
done
before,
well
and you
for them.
said
Isn't? Yeah. He was among the best midfielders in the league.
I
Yeah,
get. Josh. Okay. Yeah. Going back to the Sesko thing. I mean, if you're to look at the playing style, Watkins is a proven EPL striker, Josh, with a strong link-up play and his work rate. We know he's a horse. When it comes to working, of course, he has often played as a traditional number 9 under Unai Emery. Yet Sesko, the 22-year-old Slovenian, is a more versatile forward, Josh. I mean, he's
yeah.
comfortable dropping deep, shooting from range, and using his physicality, Josh. The fact that he's 6'5" when it comes to area doors. So, do you think this is also an issue that Amarim should consider when getting Sesko?
Of
After all,
course,
you have a
because
player who's already proven and he can shoot and give you goals.
uh, you see, for me, the quality that the player has
Yeah.
is what would make me sign Benjamin Sesko. I mean, I told you before, the scouts who went and picked Rasmus Højlund to be the potential signing for Man United for the future, I don't know what they were on about. You could
Mm.
look at the player and clearly this guy cannot score goals. This guy doesn't have a knack for. Sorry, excuse me.
Sorry.
This
Yeah,
guy does
Josh.
not have a knack for scoring goals. This guy he does not take enough risks as a
Mm.
striker to score goals. But when you look at Benjamin Sesko, he's calm, he's composed, he takes risks, he shoots from distance, he scores from there. I mean, he can do it all. So for me, I'm okay with Benjamin Sesko because of his ability to score goals. I know
Captain is.
the versatility
Mm.
we appreciate it because he can do so many things. Okay, but we need a specialist. We need him to score goals. And Ollie Watkins at 29, he could start to pick up injuries and not to be and lose a bit of pace.
And even besides, at that age you don't recover so fast if you're injured compared to a 22-year-old. So yes, that is also an issue. It's important to note.
Yeah, and he
And
could lose a bit of pace. I mean, maybe he's not as fast as he used to be, and
correct.
things like that. He's not as quick as he used to be. Whereas Benjamin Sesko is just, stepping on the gas.
Well, Captain says in the comment section, thank God we did not sign Osimhen because of AFCON. Then
Yeah, because of
he goes on to
Afcon.
say, if we sign a striker, they will be in for the Arsenal game. Of course, obviously, if we put the right amount and we get up a player like, um, what? And we get a player like Cisco, I think that will be quite incredible, and it will be really nice. It will be really nice. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Josh is going to join us back. He's going to join us. Still looking at Watkins and Cisco. I mean, look, Watkins is I think is he's everyone knows he's more experienced, and when it comes to the Premier League, he's a well-rounded option. I think anyone. That's why Rio Ferdinand was saying go for Watkins for now. Leave Benjamin Sesko because he's going to give you direct impact. He's going to hit the ground running. The fact that he has been in the Premier League for some time and putting up numbers, more than 15 goals in 3 seasons. That is not something easy in the Premier League. The first season, I think that was 2020 to 2022 23. He scored around 16 EPL. No, sorry, I think 14 EPL goals. Then when you come to 2023-24, he scored 19 EPL goals, the most in the Premier League for him. Then last season, he had 16 goals. So I think when Ferdinand says that you go for a player like Watkins because he's going to hit the ground running, the fact that he already has EPL experience, I mean, it's somewhere it kind of makes sense, somehow, somewhere it kind of makes sense. So then maybe as I was saying, Benjamin Sesko as well. I mean, to me, I think he offers a greater scoring. I mean, goal scoring efficiency compared to Watkins. Potentially, he's there's chance that he's going to hit more than 20 goals in the season, and of course, he has a higher shot conversion rate in fewer appearances. So it's not a bad deal if he comes through as well. The only problem that
Proper
scares
guy,
us away,
proper guy.
The only problem that scares us away is the money. I think that's where it's really worrying. Captain says that thank God we did not sign Osimhen because of his discipline issues. By the way, I don't really know what happened. That
No, 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 no. He's
I
not
don't
an
think
indisciplined player.
even me. That's what I know. I think
He
the
is
same
not.
thing that happened with Gyökeres at Sporting Lisbon when Arsenal came in running. It's the same thing that happened between Napoli and Osimhen when Chelsea came in running. Excuse me, because
And
Chelsea was ready
actually,
to cash in.
Napoli, no,
They got
Napoli
so
didn't even.
close.
Osimhen didn't even do the stuff that Gyökeres did at Napoli when the Chelsea deal came. It's just that De Laurentiis appeared to have agreed the deal with Chelsea and everything was on the cards for a boy to go to Chelsea. Then he woke up one morning and said it's not on anymore.
Mm.
I mean, they fell out, of course, with the guy because you cannot have been told one thing and another thing happens. I mean, egos are going to fly and things are going to end up like that. But he's not a disrespectful player. I mean, yeah, he's a proper player.
He's a good player. Captain is still ranting. He says it's disrespectful for Africa. I don't know why they have a break.
Not really,
It's very
because
complicated.
no, it's not really complicated. It is not. They shouldn't have a break because I mean, it's the European League.
Mhm.
Okay, it's a European League, so they don't need to have a break because it's an African tournament. They
Yes.
presuppose that an African tournament, I mean, African players are the ones in that tournament. So if you do have them in your team, yeah, you suffer a bit for not having them. But for me, I don't see it as a disrespect because it's not it's a European tournament. It's a Premier League. It's in Europe. They don't have to stop their league for a few players who play in Africa to go and play the tournament.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. I think now let's go to January players that are being linked to Man United. Josh, I joined back after my issues with Ineos messing around with my connection. I found you talking about other players being linked to Man United. Well, sadly, I'm going to say this that according to sources, it's reported that Sancho's United has reduced the price from the 25 million pounds they were asking to around close to 15 to 17 million pounds for Jadon Sancho. I mean, at this point, let him just go for free. I mean, let him walk away on a free transfer, because he's
Do
nagging.
you
I'm just
know?
tired of
Do you
Jadon
know that?
Sancho.
Do
I'm
you
tired
know
of
that
everything that
even
relates him to Man United, man. He should leave.
I know? Do you know even selling Jadon Sancho for 17 million pounds, we do make a profit.
We do make a profit.
Yes,
How do we make a profit?
he's on our books for 14 million pounds a year.
Man,
I mean,
these guys,
we did buy him
not bad.
70 what, but we
72.
amortized his contract for that period of time. So
And
I mean, we shall have three.
Borussia
We shall
Dortmund
have
is
some 3
backing for
million.
him. Dortmund is backing
Yeah,
for
let
him,
him go.
bro.
Let him go.
I don't know.
But that guy is
Juve
not
is
going to
still
go.
also there. They are monitoring.
He didn't want to go. He has quit football. He just wants a paycheck.
No,
He
I
didn't
don't think
want
he
to
has
go.
quit football, but he looks demotivated. He looks like his mind is far away. You see him in
He
clubs, you
didn't
see him
want.
in
He
this.
didn't want to play
You know,
anymore.
he's not a serious
He
player.
wants to just go buy his PS, wait for the new game to come out
Well,
and play.
going to speaking about Anthony, nothing has really come up again. From what I understand, it's still reportedly said that both Spanish La Liga teams, Betis and Atletico Madrid, are interested in the player. Nothing really big. It's quite a shame that there is no movement around Anthony because, again, I think he
I
really did.
know.
He performed so well last season, and Betis
But
are
the
just poor,
problem,
bro.
the
They don't have
problem is,
money.
the problem is a United player, so he's on big wages.
Yeah, that is also true. But we have a lot
Yeah,
of people on big
that is
wages.
the problem. Yeah,
And for Ganache, I understand that Roma there could be a bid coming in from Chelsea anytime soon, even after signing Javi Simons or Chavi Simons. I'm not so sure how true that is. Hopefully, something comes through, and I mean, we get all these players off. Let them bring 55 million pounds.
they
Let,
should
let,
buy
let
the
them
guy.
take him.
They should buy the guy and throw him wherever they throw him in La Liga.
Let
Give him
them
an
save us from the
eight-year
Avenger.
deal.
That is another Avenger, another freedom fighter. You know,
Yeah, give him an 8-year deal and throw him like in La Liga, and they bring him back at 24.
yo. By the way, Josh, I have something for you. But before that, let me show you something. Earlier on, Mbomo. I don't know whether you watched the interview, him and Rio
I did.
Ferdinand.
I did.
Yeah, they're in Chicago, and it was quite interesting. He's a very calm guy. You know,
So
very, very, very calm guy.
he's an intelligent guy. He mentioned three things that I want to hear from a striker:
What are those,
pace,
Josh?
pace, fast touch, and finishing.
There you go,
Pace, fast
Mbomo,
touch,
and
finishing.
finishing.
I was like,
Well,
okay, now this is the guy I want.
yeah, he also had an interview with the Athletic FC. I think it's an online sports outlet or something. The one that Einstein works for, you know, and all those guys. He said, "I'm someone who loves challenge. There is a very good project at Man United, and I wanted to be part of it. Of course, I spoke with other managers because I wanted to hear about their projects, but the one at Man United was very good for me. I discussed with Amorim. The conversation was very friendly and constructive. He explained his project, what he wanted to do, and I really liked it. He told me we are people who love to win, and we want to be the best team. Of course, that's what we are trying to do. Oh, that's what we will do. Well, I'm not so sure about we are a team who love to win, considering we finished
No,
15th
we
last
do,
season.
we do, we do, we do, we do. As in the team that is creating him as a people. I mean,
Mm.
yeah, we want to win. That is the ethos of the club. Is actually with the winning mentality is there. I
Correct.
mean, it has been difficult for us here and there, but I think those issues are getting sorted out slowly by slowly, and I do believe that we shall get better. We shall get better because of the things that are happening behind the scenes.
Thank you, Josh. Well, he went on to say when asked about this was 5 UK. Of course, that's sorry, Ray's channel, YouTube channel. He's they asked him about Watkins, and he said he's a complete striker. He can do a lot of things. He can get involved in the play or make runs in behind. This is really good for
Yeah,
me
that's
or a
Ferdinand.
winger
He asked him
because
that. They just
yeah,
retweeted
because
that
you
from there.
can use his movements to take up space. He also knows how to combine. So, bro, I like the way he talks. He's talking about attacking. You get what I'm saying, you know, and that is really nice. It's all about attacking. So you said he mentioned three words: pace
Fast touch
and
and
finishing.
finishing. That is a
Something,
top guy.
something that Rasmus Hoyland completely works.
Yeah, yeah, he
Rather
didn't
lacks.
have any of those.
He
Maybe he
doesn't.
has
Maybe he has
pace.
the pace. Yeah, he has pace. He has pace. That is true. Um, Let me see. Captain,
Yo,
Captain. I know.
captain, man, what
Captain,
up?
calm down, calm down. He says Sesko had a bid for 55 million pounds plus
No,
five
read it
in
again.
performance
Read it
related
again.
on add-ons, just reported by Fabrizio. Let me check.
No, read
If
it
it's
again. He seems to say Sesko has bid 55 million pounds fixed fee plus 5 in performance related add-ons, just
I
reported
think
by Fabrizio.
I don't see that by that. I think he meant Newcastle. I haven't
No,
seen
he
that.
says
Let's
I
wait and
mean
see.
United. But then he says Sesko cannot bid for himself. Oh, he meant United. United has bid
Sesko.
55 million pounds plus fixed fee 5.
I
Yeah, that's
haven't
good.
seen.
That's good. That's a start.
I haven't seen that, but if it's true, yeah, it's not so bad. It's good for a start. Hopefully, we come in swinging, and you know, we turn up and make some noise. In other news, Josh, yeah, we're still behind signing a keeper. I understand United is not going to sign one unless with Aita Bayinda leaves. Now, if he leaves, that means Lamens can come and join. You know, so let's wait and see how things turn out to be. Whether it's going to be, or rather, whether it's going to turn up. Whether we are going to
Nick
sell
Pop is a
anyone.
very good option
Mm,
because Onana is going to stay and they're going to give Onana all those wages. Maybe
mm,
that is the reason we are not in for Diogo Costa or players like that who would demand a huge wage bill.
mm.
So I think Nick Pop would be just fine.
Let's wait. By
So
the way,
he
Luis
can push
Diaz. Luis
Onana
Diaz
out of
looks
the
like he's
team.
headed the other side.
Yeah, he's a Bayern Munich player.
You know,
He's just
it's
not
fine.
done the medical
Captain, I've
stuff.
checked for the news, but I've not seen it. I don't know. From Fabrizio,
He
I don't know
says
which account,
he says slow sport news.
you know. I don't know which account, but Fabrizio's
And
account.
he says
No,
they said it's most likely RB Leipzig accept this offer, bro. Where you getting this though?
no, I haven't seen it. It's not anywhere. Not with Fabrizio. Not anywhere. So I don't know where you're getting it from, but you check unless you have a parody account, you're following that. But if Fabrizio, his latest post, X post or even Insta, whatever it is, it's about something else. I think he's talking about the guy. Is it Celta Vigo and Bayern Munich are signing all contracts right now for Zaragoza loan deal with obligation to buy. Yep. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Let's wait and see how things are going to turn out in the transfer window. Hopefully, we get what we want. We get a striker, we get Sesko on a better and cheaper price, not the 90 million pounds. I'm happy that there's been Emi Martinez has been ruled out, for joining United. Yes, they did go in with a
That
loan
is good.
option, loan offer, but it was turned down. Captain says the Daily Mirror. The Daily Mirror. I'm
Oh
not so
my
sure
god,
about the
that's the
Daily
worst.
Mirror.
Oh, he
Mirror.
says that
Those
now
guys.
the Daily Mirror.
If it's not David Einstein,
They've also
Fabrizio,
repeated it.
there are some guys. Ben
But
Jacobs.
Sesko is coming to United. Dre, Sesko is coming to United, bro. Yeah. But I believe that Christian Vivel will make him come to United. He will choose the project at United.
Yeah, well, they have a good relationship anyway, and I don't see why he shouldn't be coming to Man
I
United.
understand we were supposed to have signed him at 16 years old, but
Mm,
they wanted us to pay 2 million pounds,
mhm.
whereas we were only willing to pay 1 million pounds. So he ended up
Ah,
in the Red Bull club.
well, let's
Went
wait
to
and see how things.
Salzburg, then later Leipzig.
Let's wait and see how things are going to turn out or will turn out for them. But once again, guys, please don't stop. Please subscribe. So Josh, I was talking. I was thinking about um, the midfielder. You know,
At his Sesko like Rasmus. You're getting cold feet.
no, I don't think he's a better Josh. You think we are going to sign a midfielder,
No, I personally don't like Rasmus Højlund.
Josh?
Mm,
First, chill, captain. Do you think we are going to
Captain
sign a
Azaf.
midfield?
I don't think we're going to sign a midfielder, but
Mm,
having allowed Toby Collier to go out on loan,
yeah.
that might leave us short. But if Sekou Kone is an idea of the manager to be integrated in this team, then
Mm.
5 midfielders are enough for 2 positions.
And the
Five
partnership,
midfielders
Ugarte,
are enough.
Ugate's
This
partnership
partnership
with
is
Mino
no, it's not
has people
mine. It's
talking.
yeah, but it's going to be Ugarte and Fernandez.
Yeah, that is
It
correct. I
cannot be
know, but I'm
Ugarte and
saying the
mine.
other partnership has people talking because of the game we had
Yeah,
uh, against who? Against West Ham. Josh, by the when is our next match?
31st.
31st.
Yeah, you
Wait,
know I can't tell you the day because the time zones in the US and here are quite different, difference of 8 hours and stuff like that. So 31st.
well, that is still some time. It's going to take some time. We still have 48 hours. Close to that.
And the problem though is we don't have the
Yeah,
other
Josh.
guy. The problem is even if we sign Sesko, he might not play the
Mm.
first 2 games
Well, let's wait and see how things turn out. Once again, guys, please do
of the league.
subscribe, turn on the
Oh,
notifications.
Ziad.
Ziad is in the building.
Ziad is in the building, bro.
Ziad,
What up,
what up,
bro?
what up,
What up,
what up,
bro?
Ziad? What up, Ziad? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But anyway, Josh, let's wait and see how things are going to turn out. Let me see what Ziad is saying. Ziad
Ziad
is saying, did
says,
you
oh,
see?
sorry.
It's okay, sorry. Ziad says, did you see? Which will say the plan was Dilap Cunha and a midfield originally. Then Dilap said no, and we had to spend money on Mbomo, and now no midfield. Look, Zia,
We're
tell me, don't
okay
you
in
like what we
midfield.
have right now? No, we are not okay, Josh.
We're
But at least
okay.
we are not bad. We are not badly off. And I
We
think
are
right now,
okay.
I'm happy we dodged the Dilap bullet. Yes, he was cheap, but he's going
Ziad,
to
who would
regret.
you want to see in midfield at United? Who would you want us to buy? And what would be your partnership if we bought that player? Where would
He's
that
going to
player play?
Josh. I'm happy we dodged that bullet. I'm really happy we dodged that bullet.
Yeah, the D-Lab bullet. I never
Hmm.
really wanted D-Lab to come to United when you have Chido Obi, who is just as young as D-Lab, and D-Lab has. I know D-Lab's stock. I've
Mm.
followed D-Lab from when he was at Man City in the elite squad of Enzo Maresca, but still, nah. Yeah. It made sense at the time because it was 30 million only, but still, you were just having another Rasmus Hoyland. You were going to just ride on hope that this guy turns out to be something, you know.
How many goals is this?
12.
12.
Rasmus Hoyland scored 17 and is shit. Okay, Dilap
Uh,
is a better
90, 70 on Sesko, 30 on Dilap. I would go for Dilap and a midfielder option.
now. Yeah,
Uh,
but I'm asking you. Oh, you say we wanted Douglas Lewis. We never wanted Douglas Lewis.
I
But
thought it
Douglas
was
Lewis at his age, I don't think is the player that you want in the team.
he's what? He's only 28 years old. Seriously, it's not like
only, really. As
yep.
in, you're buying
Mm.
a guy for like what, 60 million and is only 28 years old. Plus, I mean, he didn't have a good time out in Italy. Ziad says, where did you get your start of he scored 21 goals last season? Because Ziad has 13 goals last season.
Where? No, overall. I mean overall, Josh. Overall, no, he scored 13 in the league, in the Bundesliga, but overall, he scored 21 goals in 44 games. Sorry, 45 games. Yeah, so not so bad. But anyway, let's wait and see how things turn out. Let's wait and see how things turn out. Uh, he
He
says
outscores Dilap. He outscores Dilap, no doubt. He's a
he went
better player,
he went to Chelsea,
ability
and now
wise.
says he's
Ability
injured.
wise,
He's
yes.
injured for how long? 2 months. Then he says we're cheap. Ah, that's what you're saying. I think all around Sesko is a better player. Honestly speaking, he's a better player. I would love Ederson Ziad, but I mean, what are you going to use to get him? We don't have money. We don't have money. At one time, we were interested in some
You
player.
see,
Is it from Boca Juniors who would cost around
yeah, we
nine
did
m?
want we did want Ederson, but when you look at the midfield two of Manchester United, the constant there is Bruno Fernandes, and Ederson is no Manu Ugarte.
Hmm.
He's a
Then
box to box player too.
we missed out just on cheaper options. Players
So
like
you'd
Richard
you'd
Rios.
rather have you'd rather have Manu Ugarte there, because Manu Ugarte is tactically is the best number six that you can have of all the players that you want to have. I mean, people were talking about Carlos Baleba, but for me, you cannot have Baleba playing with Fernandez in a midfield two. That can never work. And Anderson is also a box to box player. I mean, it might just not work out. But Manu Ugarte is very level headed, and not signing a new midfielder gives Kobe Mainu a chance to show us what he's capable of doing at Man United. You
Well,
sign another player, you
well,
have to
he
sell
has,
Kobe
as you
Mainu.
said last time, is it's a do or never for Kobe Maino. This is the season that
True.
he's supposed to prove that his quality, that the amount of money he's requesting for, that he's stalling the
Oh
contract
my God, that would
talks
be
I mean, in other words, he's worth the amount of money he's asking for. Otherwise, I think we spent more. I think we spent more on Sesko
if
than
we spent more.
if we spent more on Sesko than Liverpool did on
Paul did on
Ekitike. It would
Ekitike
be
would be
criminal.
criminal.
Who
Yeah,
paid
that
how
would
much?
be criminal.
79 million pounds
Yeah,
altogether. That is true, by the way.
79. Yeah, that would be criminal.
Around 79. Yeah, that would be criminal. I do agree with you. Sesko or
Uh,
Ekitike? I'll take Ekitike, Josh.
I would take Ekitike too.
I'll take Ekitike anytime. Then you won't worry about Everton with them. Then going for Fafana, that Villarreal, I don't feel him so much. I don't feel. I don't know. players that come from Spain, I like defenders and midfielders. I think they fit in and slot in so well in the Premier League, so easily. But how many strikers have you seen, Josh, coming from Italy or Spain? And
There's Torres, there's Suarez.
no, Torres didn't cut it, Josh.
Oh, Torres cut it, bro. He
Mm-mm.
had a
Fernando
couple of
Torres?
seasons. Yeah. He had
I
a
don't
couple
think
of
you.
seasons at
I don't think it was
Liverpool where he
Suarez.
was. No, he had a
Suarez,
couple of
yes.
seasons at Liverpool where he was.
Yeah. By the way, uh, Ziad, that's our rival. Ziad, by the way, ain't you worried for? Ain't you worried for? I mean, for Man United, because you see, we have we are struggling to sign players. Yes, we've signed Mbumo, we've signed Cunha, the kid Leon, Diego Leon. Hopefully, we get a midfielder or a keeper or even a striker. Of course, we have to get a striker. But have you looked at Arsenal? Those guys have spent close to 200 million pounds already. I'll say they've spent around 199.8 million pounds already. Okay, but they have spent on Gyökeres, who is a striker. They've had that issue for a long time. They've spent on Zubimendi, the midfield, Mosquera, the defender, Kepa, the Madueke. Bro, I don't know whether you guys are not worried, but me personally, I'm worried when I compare our transfer activities to clubs like Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool. A bit of
I
Man City
wouldn't
too. They've
worry
also
about
not done
them.
so well
I wouldn't
because
worry about those clubs at all.
why, Josh? They
They
are
were
doing very
always,
good business.
yeah, but they were always going to finish above us under the circumstances. And I'm not so sure about Chelsea finishing above us.
I'm sure. I think they might do better. That Fofana from Lyon played well against us. He looked really good. Then he went on to say, I mean, they have Beto already, and he's already a better nine than ours. Um, Unproven. Arsenal have spent much, but it's Gyökeres, Madueke, Nogard, Kepa, CB. Not really a big game changes. Oh, by the way, there's also
Oh,
Nogard.
Gyökeres is
They have
a big
strengthened in
change.
every department, from the keeper, the
Zubimendi,
defender,
Zubimendi,
midfielder, attackers, and
no,
wingers.
Zubimendi is a
Or
big
forward.
game changer. Then Gyökeres is a big changer. The only thing is I wait to see whether Arteta will play him.
Mm.
Mm.
Let's wait and see how things turn out.
Oh, oh
Eze,
yeah, yeah.
is Eze coming? If Eze comes, Josh, what do you think about Eze?
He's a good player, but not for United. Yeah, he's a good player, but I don't think that United would be the best place for him because of the system that we play. So, him going to Arsenal, yeah, that would be good. He would add something to them. Then Chelsea comfortably finish above us purely because of that pivot and Palmer Pedro. I agree with you. I agree with you. When you think about it, I was only thinking about Chelsea in the earlier today. I thought about Chelsea and their season, and having gone to the Club World Cup and finished late, I just thought that maybe they will not have a good preseason, and it will hurt their season. So that is the only reason that I doubt their ability next season. However, they do have enough ammo to actually finish above us. Yeah, that pivot is really good. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and maybe Lavia or Palma. It's really good. Then Yao Pedro, top player. Casemiro ran past Zubi in that Europa game, guys. Don't forget that. Oh yeah. But you see, Zubi Mendy's ability is not running, and Mikel Arteta understands the player so much that he is going to surround him with the people who have lungs like Declan Rice, who just run about the pitch, and they do all that other work that Zubimendi would have done. Then maybe Zubimendi would be calm and just play the ball and give the back four a solid solid protection.
Wait. Is Ziad saying we can rely on Casemiro?
No, he's just saying that I shouldn't be talking too much about Zubimendi's abilities because Casemiro ran past him. Yeah, Casemiro, Ugarte have that pivot battle. Yeah. They do, they do. But for me, Ugarte plays alongside Kobe Mainu or Fernandez, and it will always be Fernandez. He's our captain.
Sorry, guys. Today network has really effed me up. Ugarte, because I don't know why Ziad has a lot of trust. In Casemiro cannot give you 5, 6 games in a row.
He
You know,
can.
and I think
He
this pivot
can.
is a bit
He
slow. No,
can. He
Josh, he
gave you
cannot. He cannot
15. He gave you 15
in a
towards the end
row.
of the season in a row. He gave you
Uh-huh.
15. When
And
he
Josh, how
came
did
into
that
the
play out?
side,
How did that play out,
he was the best player at Man United in midfield.
Josh? And that
At
shows
the
how bad we are. That shows how bad we are. If you have Casemiro
no,
as a, no, it's like telling me
but
Maguire
it's in
played
your
very
mind.
well and saying he's
It's
like,
in
no,
your
Josh, it's
mind.
not in my mind.
It's
Do
in
you know
your
how
mind that it's
I
in your
understand he
mind that
started
the
poorly,
guys
and when Amarim joined, he later picked up. He started doing well. But what I'm saying is, he cannot give you 5, 6 straight games
but
in a row.
he gave us more than 10 straight games last
And,
season.
and that's what I'm saying. Fatigue. He couldn't, Josh. At
Yeah.
one point, he couldn't run. But
And
he's a
these are
good player.
these are games we were playing every other 3 days,
Mm.
and Casemiro was there. He was undroppable. We couldn't play
Uh,
without him.
I think Arsenal's midfield isn't really strong, but Odegaard, Pat has been replaced. Yo, man, don't
Partey has
you,
been replaced by Zubimendi. For me,
look.
the only thing I see about Arsenal is whether Arteta will be able to play with the target man this time in Victor Gyökeres, because ever since he has come to Arsenal, we've not seen him use a target man. He's preferred to use strikers that half nines and stuff like that.
By the way,
So I mean, he
Sunderland
may
have
continue
spent
to
money.
play
You
Kai.
know.
Yeah,
Sorry, Josh. Sorry,
yeah, they
Josh.
really want to stay up.
Yeah, they want to stay up. They've spent money, crazy money, crazy amounts. I don't trust Casemiro's pivot with Bruno Fernandes, but with Ugarte, he's okay. Let's
Yeah,
wait and see how
Ugarte
things
makes
turn around.
players around him better because he has the tactical
Yeah,
discipline to stay in.
Josh.
I'm telling you, he has the tactical discipline to man
This
that
guy
space.
loves Pat. This guy loves Ugarte. Hey, Josh. What wrong?
No, he's the better player, he's the best player that we have in that role.
You notice Casemiro will rather playing well with Ugarte next to him in the league, Europe. Then in the final, he played with Bruno, and he got exposed again. Partey is better defensively than Zubi, Aerial, and on
Yeah.
the ball too. Ziad
Yeah,
goes on
but
to
you see,
say,
Zubimendi is a guy who
yes.
doesn't defend like the destroyers defend. He's a guy who defends by anticipating his spaces and calculating the positions that he has to be on to the pitch to make sure that he covers those spaces and he can be able to intercept. He doesn't use power, and he's not that destroyer type of midfielder. But I know Partey was just game. Partey was just I don't know, the most press resistant player in the Premier League.
I agree. He was very good. It's going to be
So
hard to replace him.
it is difficult to replace him.
Not just Ugarte will hold his hand and cover his ground more. Yeah, we need a. By the way, that's what I'm saying. We need a more a midfielder who can cover more ground. Someone to deputize. You know, as
Captain, what up, bro?
apparently, I don't know. I think he's reading from Daily Mirror. People were talking about that is Josh's
Never.
guy, Merino,
Never.
being an
Merino.
upgrade on
I
Saka.
told you he's
And
an
you wasn't.
I told you from the start he was an average guy. A Spanish McTominay. I don't know. Yo, we have the same mind. I believed so.
That is,
I
yo,
said that last time. He was a
that is
Spanish
savage.
McTominay coming to the
That is
club.
savage from
I
you,
mean,
Ziad.
this,
How do you call Merino a Spanish McTominay?
he
Seriously?
was and he is. He is.
Well,
I
who
mean,
said
this
he
guy
came
was
in
a
for the
Newcastle.
headers? Someone said
Yes,
was it you and David
it
that
was
he only
me.
came in for the headers?
I mean, no, David was saying something else, but I was telling him that this Newcastle reject is a mediocre who was brought in to arrive late in the box and score a few headers. His best ability as a midfielder was aerial duels because he's tall and the Spanish are short. I mean, he used to hit the ball a lot more than the others, and that was his best attribute.
And
So I
Zed
mean,
is calling
with
him a Scottish McTominay. Man, you guys, Merino, come on, he's an okay player.
yeah,
Uh,
when no one is saying he's not.
you worry about Dallo in the now, Ahmad, bro. I worry about Dallo. I know that is Josh's guy. I think he
Yeah, that's
was
my guy. He's a top
he
professional.
was a lamb for Man United last season. He played almost in every position when it comes to the back line, you know, the wing backs and all that. But I think he also needs more competition. He needs look at Dogu.
But the
Dogu got to know
competition
that
is
Diego
there. The
Leon has
competition
come
is the
and he
mad.
played very good football
But
against
you
West Ham.
guys said Dogu has played good football, but I don't see it because
No, I'm
for a
saying
guy,
against West Ham. Against West
yeah,
Ham.
but I don't see it because I want him to deliver. He's not
Josh,
delivering.
the
He's
kid
not
is
putting
19
crosses
years.
in.
You're making
No,
excuses for Ugarte, who's making
uh,
26 years, who barely performed last season. Seriously.
I rest my case.
And you've only watched him in one game against West Ham where he performed. Yes, he was man of the match. And it's the same thing with Dogu. That's what I'm also saying.
No, but what you're saying about Dogu, I mean, you're hyping the guy like the English media does players.
Josh,
I
what were
mean,
you doing about Ugarte?
but Bugatti deserved the hype. Dogu was basic average. Did he have one cross on goal
When the game
in the
against
game against West Ham? Yes.
West Ham,
Yes.
not so
Did he
sure. I don't
create
remember,
any
but he did
chance?
so well. He did
No.
so well,
How
Josh.
did he do so well?
That you were focused on Ugarte. Go back and watch that game.
No. I know he did make some runs up front. He did get shoved here and there. He did win us some fouls. But I mean, a wing back in the system that we are playing, you have to be putting crosses in. You have to be making assists. You have to be shooting on sight. You must create things that result into goals.
Ziad is saying our plan was weird, though originally it was Queda, Dilap, and a midfielder. Then after he joined Chelsea, we changed to Cunha and Dilap and a midfielder. Then he
I don't
said
think.
no,
No.
and
I
it's
don't believe.
Mbeumo, Cunha, and Anai. Ziad,
I don't
I think
believe. I don't believe
I
that plan. That was never our plan. Our plan, you see, Quenda, because he was available. Because if you remember in the presser that Ruben Amorim had,
I think it was the
he
papers
clearly
linking
told
him to
Sporting, he clearly said
United.
he was not going to pick any Sporting Lisbon players in January. Okay, I mean, like they had a gentleman's agreement with the club at the time, and because Queda was from Sporting Lisbon, he was linked to Man United. Obviously, he was linked to Man United. Then Dilap, because he was 30 million and United did not have money, it was an option that we explored at the end of the window. But Matias Cunha was a player we bought before the season ended. There was
Look,
already this talk about
I
Matias
don't know what
Cunha.
Ziad is
The
saying,
window
but look,
opened, then we signed Matias
me,
Cunha.
I'm happy with the firepower that we have right now. We just need a striker, you know, and we are going to do well. We will do well. If we get someone who's not going to turn out to be a Rasmus Hoyland and is going to execute his job very well as a striker, guaranteed goals are going to come through. Then he says we need to thank Chelsea for Dilap and Qued, otherwise we wouldn't have ended up with Mbeumo. That is very true. That's what
No,
I'm
it's
saying. We
I
dodged the
don't
bullet
believe
for
I don't
Dilap.
believe Ziad because when you look at Mbumo and you look at Matias Cunha, these are deliberate decisions to pick certain profiles of players to play as
But
inside tens for Ruben Amorim's system. So I don't believe that it is the omission of Queda and Dilap's signatures that got us Mbuemo, because the manager must have thought about these profiles of players to play as his inside tens. A left-footed one, he actually wanted a left-footed one. There's an interview he gave last season, and he was talking about the importance of the inside tens, a left-footed one and a right-footed one. So I do believe that he always thought that these profiles of players from the league are the players that I need to play as my inside tens. So yeah,
well,
we're still lucky. I mean, we did get him.
I say I talked about this yesterday. We are gonna be Ole 2020, sorry, 20s, the season 2020 to 21, where I mean we score for fun but cannot defend. McFred pivot scenario again for us. Look, I
No.
told Josh that goals are going to be swinging in, but
The only
also
problem
behind
why
we
it
will be
won't
like
be about the
Liverpool.
midfield, it will just be about Onana. I mean,
But
you
Onana
will
can't make
say
it.
that the midfield is not protecting Onana, but Onana is going to cause us all those goals you're talking about.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Thank you, everyone that has been in the comment section. Shout outs to you, Ziad, brother, man. Always a pleasure seeing you on screen. Captain, shout outs to you. You were there from the start. Tinsu, you disappear, but always showing love. Shout outs to you. Dre, shout outs to you as well. Everyone that has been in the comment section, guys, please do subscribe. Don't just watch, share the stream. Let's have some fun. Let's hit the numbers. Let's get those numbers. Ziad is asking
How
Onana.
many howlers? Yeah.
Onana gets too much hate.
How many howlers? Like 13. Since I started seeing him in a United shirt. Like 4 in the
Altogether.
Champions League, like 3 in the Europa League, like
The one that I
5 in
remember is
the
the
Premier
Nottingham
League.
Forest thing.
Yo,
You know.
that goal from Gibbs White.
Mm.
By the way, I even remember them on fingertips. There's the Gibbs White, there's the
Yeah.
Champions League, there's the Europa, there's the final itself. Yo,
Mm.
Onana's I don't know them uh I've not checked the stats, but they're quite many. They're like 13.
Then is a pull act like Onana makes a carry every 3 games.
But you don't know when he's going to make. You see,
No,
there's
the
the
truth is
Lyon.
he's
He made
unreliable. He's
2 in the
unreliable.
Lyon game. 2
He's
in the Lyon
he's
game, home
unreliable.
and away.
He's unreliable. He's
And
unreliable.
the howlers that he makes, oh god, like that one of Lyon. The guy just crossed the ball and it went in.
once once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Please subscribe, guys. Keep subscribing. Thank you for always representing. Thank you for supporting Sports Jazz. See you
But you would
tomorrow.
say that Douglas Luiz is the guy who would stop the midfield from being run through.
See you
I don't
tomorrow.
believe.
Josh and Ziad, come back this time around tomorrow. And we'll have this conversation. Take care, man. Peace and love to you all. Ziad, shout
Cheers,
out to
bro.
you. Glory,
Cheers,
glory,
bro.
Man United. Please do subscribe.